Good news. Mountain Area Trails are opening. Official opening day, 17th of July, 10:30 a.m., Cincinnati, Ohio.
So it's going to rain?
It will probably rain. If you would like to come, Pebbles, come. Partake in new trails. So, I've done 25, I think. We're a quarter century old now, I think. 25?
Right.
26. 42.
I don't even know what day it is.
John's so jet lagged, he has no freaking idea what's going on. We just wrapped an awesome conversation with next week's guest, and that was totally a John hand gesture, which is funny. When you start spending a lot of time around people, you start to pick up things. He'll catch it when he actually edits the video later. But I had a really good conversation with our friend of the show, Spencer, who is on the Slow Ride podcast. And he talked about a lot of what I've been thinking about right now. And that is, if you have an idea or you think you could do something, you should just probably go do it. And right now I'm trying to figure out how the heck I can find the bandwidth in my life to figure out what's next. To figure out what's next for me and the things that I want to do. And I got some ideas and I got some plans and some kind of loose fabrication of what it could be. But I've been thinking a lot about it right now because I'm looking at my future and what I want my future to be and how I want it to be constructed and how I want to build it. And, this podcast has really taught me a lot about myself. I think even more than I knew 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, we all change. We always open up new spots of ourselves and learn new things about where we're at and how we operate. But I have realized there are so many more things I can do and so many more things that I want to do. And I'm trying to figure out the plan about how to do it. So when I've been sitting down in my head or in my shower thoughts, which is generally when I have my best thoughts, I'm trying to figure out how I can take the next steps in my life to take me to the next piece of my journey, to find the thing that I can do to unlock the next professional steps, the next personal steps, all of those pieces of my life, and how I can get them to gel together in a way that gives me the most amount of bandwidth for the things that I care about the most. And it's a hard juggling act because there's bills to pay, there's health insurance, there's all the things that exist. We just bought a house. Ellen and I bought a house. Like, we got to take care of those things. But how do you figure out how to stretch yourself? And how do you figure out how to take the leaps that you need to so that you can be happy, so that you can give to the things that you care about, and so that you can really put yourself in a position to put good things into this world that affect people's lives positively. And I'm very lucky that a lot of the volunteer activities that I do really give that to other people. And that is something that I feel I get to do. And I feel like I do that in my day job to some extent. We provide a service for people. But I'm trying to figure out how I can take the next steps in being more of a leader in those spaces and giving myself in a bigger way and taking the leaps that I need to in order to make that happen. So it's not a whole lot of information. I'm just kind of digging through this stuff right now to try to figure out what that means. But I'm hoping that the time that I get to put on the bike in the next several weeks really will give me some time to clarify some of this stuff. I got some long solo rides. I got some long rides with friends. Hopefully, I can take that time to be introspective and think about the things that matter to me as I keep moving forward. So, it's small this week, but it's where I'm at and it's what I'm up to. Make sure to check out this week's episode. Make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the notifications so that you can get updated whenever we drop new episodes of the show or of this recording that we call Real Talk, because it's just talk and it's real. And then make sure to give us comments and feedback on the things that you want to see us do or talk about, even in these Real Talk segments. If you want one of us to enlighten you on something that's going on, ask us a question, and hopefully we can try to address it. Always a good way to engage with us. So talk to you soon. Peace.